So tonight I watched Olivia Silver's Arcadia. It's on Netflix. It premiered, I believe, at the Berlin Film Festival in 2012. And then I'm not actually sure if it had like a large release or if it had like one of those releases where it was like over a 4-month period. It appeared in various theaters in LA, in the United States. So I don't know. I'm going to call it a 2012 film. It stars John Hawkes, who I love so much. So I was looking him up. He's made 7 films with women. He has made, in order of chronological order, he made a 1988 remake of DOA, which was co-directed by a woman. And then he did A Slipping Down Life, Me and You and Everyone We Know, which obviously I watched earlier this year. Winter's Bone, where he got his Oscar nomination. Higher Ground, The Playroom, and this film was his most recent, directed by a woman, Arcadia. That's a lot of films. I'm not sure how many contemporary actors can say they've made that many films with a woman. Maybe Meg Ryan, she's made several. I'm going to have to look her up now. So, this is a film about, very similar in concept, kind of, to the one I watched last night. Only this time it was a father, John Hawkes, who's taking his 3 children, ages like 9, 12, and 15 or 16, from New England to California for a new job, and their mother is not with them, and he's telling them one reason, and it all sounds sort of fishy. And they have to leave their dog. And one thing I will spoil, there's no resolution with the dog, so I'm very upset about the fact that this dog was left behind. And it's mostly told from the perspective of the middle child, played by Ryan Simpkins, who's a girl. And she worked with her brother, Ty Simpkins, and they've made several films together, playing siblings. Because they look alike, And then the older sister is played by Kendall Toole, and I don't think I've seen her in anything. So they go on this road trip, and their father is a little unhinged, and a little rude to people, and a little, he's kind of a hard guy to like, except that he's John Hawkes. Like, the only reason this character works is it's John Hawkes. If, like, any other actor was as much of a dick as this character is, you'd be like, ugh. But it's John Hawkes, so you're like, okay, you're charming enough that I'm okay with this character. So she's angsty, and she's dealing with her little brother and her, teenage older sister, and unsure what's happening with her mother, and her dad's erratic, and they're driving across the country, leaving her town to a house they've not seen, to this mythical California, and her dad is telling this story about Shangri-La the whole time, and it's like, is, California Shangri-La, which doesn't really exist? I don't know. So there's all these dynamics between her and the brother, her and the older sister, her and the dad, all 3 of them together, her keep calling her mom. So it's an interesting sort of road film that almost feels like a kidnapping film, because the daughter feels, like something is up. And so that's how you feel, because you feel what she feels. And there's a nice resolution at the end. I don't want to spoil it. But it was a nice resolution. Like, everything's sort of tied, except for the dog. Like, who knows what's happening to the dog. Beautiful shots of California at the end. I love California. I really want to do a road trip from point A to point B one of these days, but I never have the time. Let's see, what else? So it's on Netflix. I recommend watching it. I enjoyed it. It's definitely a drama. It's not a comedy. Anyone who's ever been on a road trip with a sibling will feel like they've seen scenes where they're like, I was there. Anyone who's ever lipped off to their parent on any sort of car trip and then gets left on the side of the road, I know that like happens in every movie where a teenage aged kid goes on a road trip with a parent, and it's because it's true to life, and I feel like everyone's been left on the side of the road at one point. or other. My brother and I have been left on the road several times growing up. Usually in our hometown and we could walk home, but like definitely one time in the middle of nowhere. And, you know, she came back. They always come back. Well, hopefully they always come back. I don't know. I don't want to think about that. That's depressing. So, again, this is written and directed by Olivia Silver. I believe it's her only feature film to date, starring John Hawkes. And it came out in 2012 and it's available on Netflix. And I quite liked it.